welcome back to Demon Souls, in what I can only describe, and only can really explain as an act of desperate revenge by my microphone for, God knows what, not sort of wrapping his wires up properly one night. I'm not really sure. I finished recording this episode yesterday morning, no, afternoon. It was the afternoon. Only to realise that, you know, me and my microphone had started off on good terms. Hey dude, are you ready to start recording? I know it's been a while, but I have confidence in you. Shall we get going? And he's like, fuck yeah, man. It's about time we go back to Demon Souls and Dark Souls, and I know you're doing both today, bro, so let's get straight to it. And then 18 minutes later, he's like, oh, by the way, fuck you. Fuck you right in the mouth. I didn't record a fucking thing. So, essentially what that equates to is that I was just talking to myself for 18 minutes straight. To no avail. No, not to no avail. But to no ultimate conclusion, really. It was a waste of time. But at least the video recorded, and that essentially is the more important part of this, because that would be difficult to replace, whereas this, while annoying, is fixable. And seeing as how this recording went quite well, surprisingly well considering I think it had been a month or so, maybe 3 weeks since I last played Demon Souls or Dark Souls. I was quite pleased. Really, a couple of silly mistakes in both, but ultimately, really, not bad, hey? And now, after a morning of trying to crack the code of how to use a cafetiere, because there is no explanation, you just have to wing it, and with a nice cup of coffee in front of me, I thought, hey, while I still have some time to myself, I'll come back and I'll record this and I'll show you guys what it looks like when I try to parry a spear. One mistake and give up. That's how it goes. And then this guy, pretty sure he does get parried, and then this is sort of where the parrying in the game starts to fucking bone me. Anyway, right. Let's try and get back on track. It has been a long time since I did any Souls gaming. You will have already seen the episode of the Boxer number 20 if you watch that series, because I released that today. It's actually it's uploading at the moment. I came down at about 7 o'clock this morning. I've been up really early. I got up really early at the weekends because I don't have that much free time, and I want to use it all. So I was up at about 20 to 7 this Sunday morn, and I just thought, I'm going back to sleep. I'm spending all this time exactly the way it should be spent. Right, for those of you who don't know, we've come down here. This is potentially the safer path. I thought there was someone there on that corner. There was. You also need to come down here, clear the path, and then run back sort of to the beginning. You'll see what I mean. In order to save Ostrava of Boletaria. There are sort of the wolf dogs down here, and the regular dreglings or dredgelings, and crossbow guys as well. And there's also the merchant. I will remind you that I'm using the weapon Soul Brand, which increases in damage dependent upon your character tendency. So that is different to world tendency. You can have white world tendency, but still have black character tendency. Black character tendency essentially means that you are a cunt. You are just the biggest dick going in this world, in, you know, Boletaria and the Nexus, and, you know, dem other worlds, yo. So yeah, the aim is to be the biggest dick possible if you want to use this weapon. I think eventually we probably will make Northern Regalia, just because, you know, it's cool. Oh man, it's cool. Anyway, it's a very straightforward level. It's potentially the shortest level in the game, with the exception to that maybe being 2-2, the world with Flame Lurker in. It's hard to say really, because you can go one of two ways in 2-2. It can be extraordinarily long, or it can be extraordinarily short. It's either extreme, I would suggest. Now at this point I thought my character tendency isn't quite black enough, so I'm going to kill this guy. Killing merchants is well, I was going to say it's good for your character tendency, but it is, it's bad for your character tendency. But in this case, bad equals good. Do you know what I mean? And you can see how well the parries are going. Either missing them or getting partials or when they hit. The guy's blown so far back, presumably in awe, that there is no riposte going on. Kind of annoying, but hey, you know, let's just roll with the punches here. How have you all been, by the way? I don't really get to focus this much on asking questions while I'm recording, because I'm sort of... Oh, there you go, you can see my character tendency. It's that dude in the middle. It looks like he's got a sort of a rain cloud over his head. And I think at this point, I still haven't realised that I'm alive and don't need to be wearing the cling ring, but if you've just seen that and it annoyed you, and you've just realised because I said it and it annoyed you, don't worry, that is righted a little later on. Right, yeah, how's everyone been? Have you all missed Demon Souls and Dark Souls? I do apologise, it's been just incredibly hectic. I've never done a proper 9 to 5 before. I mean, I've had plenty of jobs before, but they've always been either shift work or whatever, you know, something along of that nature. And it's far more intense working 5 days a week. If you do a 9 to 5 and have done it for many years and you're doing a job that you hate, then just... that's me applauding you, because I'm close to losing it, to be honest. I'm surprised no one at work has been killed by my bare hands yet. I mean, on Friday, though, it was suggested that I will soon have to start paying an arsehole tax to everybody that I share my room with. Some people would say, well, that's not really on. You can't say that in the workplace, but it's kind of fair. I am an arsehole. No, I mean not a bad one. Just I don't really take things very seriously until now. God, this bloody. Never mind. Video games. Because I did have something to say. Totally had something to say. I tragically have forgotten it though. Oh, right, yeah. You will have seen me pick up the... Oh, I see, I made a funny joke in the original recording. I picked up the Ring of Gash Resistance and I said, oh, I must have been wearing that lately. It was fucking hilarious. It's lost its edge now. Probably some of the best arrowing you will have ever seen before right now. Look at this. Right between his legs? No, this one's right between his legs. Yeah, like that. Pro. Absolute pro. This is why people watch my videos, so they can get tips on how to be a pro. That's right. That's how it goes. I was actually pretty nervous doing this again. Because truthfully I'd forgotten an awful lot about these games. And I thought it'd be as bad as I once was when I very first started, and I can assure you, when I very first started I was atrocious. Right, just there you saw the problem. That is the problem with the parrying. When you parry, it just smacks them back so far that you have to step in once or twice to be in any way effective to actually get the riposte. So that was just something to remember. It doesn't happen in Dark Souls, which is good because, you know, I played the Boxer and I would have been finished. But it's annoying. This was supposed to come out before the Boxer, but when this audio recording messed up, I thought to myself, there's no way that I'm going to be holding out on you until I can do this recording. No, that was never going to happen. So we go straight in with the Boxer, and then this, potentially maybe some Bioshock. Recorded a lot of that. Still playing a lot of Skyrim on my own, and haven't completed Dragon's Dogma yet. Something absolutely boned me. I don't want to spoil anything for those of you who haven't played the game, but I'm sort of going through the chambers in the Everfall, for those of you who do play, and I've got sort of I got the one that has like 2 liches, a gore chimera, a regular chimera, and sort of the wolf hound, the blood fire devil hound things. Fucking messed me up so badly. Oh, I was just running around healing my teammates. That's not the point. Sorry, I should be talking about Demon Souls. Demon Souls New Game Plus. We are taking a lot of damage from every hit. It could be resolved by putting better armor on, but then we'd be slow, and speed is the key. I always think in this game, being able to fast roll is essential. I also had, you'll see soon enough, I have absolutely no idea how this has been going. I should really have watched the last episode. Episode 2. I haven't done very much, have I? Started off with the best of intentions, but well, the best laid plans, eh? Now, one thing I have noticed is that when I do these sort of post recordings, I tend to talk even more, which is saying something because I talk quite a lot when I'm doing recordings anyway. So I think for the boss fight, I'll keep it to a minimum. I'll just explain what's going on if need be. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice. You see, talking too much. So let's go over the tactic for this fight. First things first. Kill up the stairs, kill every crossbowman. Crossbowman. Crossbow. Kill all of them. Because you don't want to be getting shot in the back while you're trying to deal with that guy and his furious temper. I don't know what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing just then. Okay, very straightforward. The crossbowmen don't seem to be able to hit you, like, ever, unless you're right in front of them or down in the pit. Don't forget the last one, just around this corner. Hello, cheeky. And then there are a couple of different ways of fighting this: up close and personal, which is the one we're going to take. If you've got magic, then standing up on one of these sort of like crenellations will do the job. Likewise, arrows will do the job. You see where I was stood? Well, I don't know if you did, but at this point I actually become too cowardly to stand right to the top. Anyway, it is, I can assure you, it is possible to arrow this guy. You're just going to see a couple more atrocious attempts. And yeah, okay, I'll leave that for now. Alright, this guy is easier on New Game Plus than he is on regular game. He is weak to magic damage, hit him in his ankles, get out the way when he's going to do something like that. It's very straightforward. Just keep your distance when you need to, take as many swings as you think you can hit, and then back off, because he will do stuff like that. He will hit very hard. Once you've done sort of the 3 hits like that on his ankles, he'll go down, 2-hand your weapon, come around to the head, beat him senseless, and down. See, the crossbowmen took longer to kill. So it really is a straightforward fight. He's very intimidating because of his size, and if he hits he can do a lot of damage. You know, just play cautiously. That's the easiest way to do it. So for defeating him, we get 42,850 souls, and touch it, there we go, the Iron Demon's Soul. So we go back to the Nexus. Fortunately, I have already edited the video and cut out all of those annoying load screens, all one of them, and at this point I realise I don't know what I've been levelling up. And to be honest, I actually still can't remember what the sort of aim was. So I think I just round off. Yeah, I think I just round off Faith now because that 19 was annoying me, and that should be a 20. So please kindly do that for me, James. Good boy. That's good timing. That was good timing. Thanks. Thanks very much. And now, I thought because I have like 39,000 souls or something like that, that I would just use some souls to get us enough to get our next level. I think you can double up on boss souls. I'm not positive, but I do think that you can. So eventually, myself in the past will, there we go, and then realise that he hasn't done enough. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so grab another soul. And then I think we round off another uneven number. Yeah, there we go. That's going to be the aim. Next will be dexterity, and then a luck. So we've got all even numbers. That's going to be beautiful. Strength. I just saw strength was 21. God damn. And pretty much I leave you with that, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry that it's been so long for me to get back to this, but hopefully there won't be such a long gap next time. I'm crossing my fingers that this audio has all recorded because it's been 18 minutes and I don't want to do it again. Have a good week and goodbye.